where the games aren't being played. The Drive needs something to fill the void. Movies and sports collide with the daily sports movie breakdown. Settle in as The Drive picks apart the highs, the lows, the good, the bad, and the funny of another classic sports movie.
Hey, bada.
Okay, our movie that was selected by you via the poll question yesterday was Major League. That was a movie you submitted, Dave.
Yes.
So you must love Major League.
So I don't know how many people were like this, but when I was a kid, my sister and I each got a videotape. That it was our own videotape, and you could fit about 3 movies if you recorded it slow enough. So on my videotape, I had Wildcats, Major League, and Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
And those were, and she had like E.T., the one with Sarah Jessica Parker, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and I forget what the hell the other one was. But we would take turns watching movies. Well, Major League I watched all the time.
100 times.
I've watched Major League seriously probably closer to 300 to 400 times.
So more than any movie, or the other two as well.
I would say I probably watched Major League more than any other movie cover to cover in the world. Maybe Shawshank Redemption's Major League. It's Major League, Return of the Jedi, and E.T.
Okay.
So I love the movie. It's nostalgic for me, period.
Okay. Jay?
I absolutely loved it this time watching it as I have before. To me, the movie still holds up. It is still hilarious. And I don't know if that's maybe just nostalgia kicking in, because that movie is like one of the first baseball movies I ever watched. Mom and Dad probably shouldn't have let me do that, but hey, here we are. I don't know. I love the movie. I love the entire story of the underdog team and just kind of the adult way in which they do that, because most underdog stories are, usually for kids.
Yeah.
No, this was for grown men. Rene Russo.
Hey, now.
Yeah.
What an actress.
And with the glasses.
An actress. I mean, Corbin Burnson is the overpaid.
Yep.
It hits every part of sports that, like, there's each character, like, you can equate that to, like, real life stories. And I think that's what I enjoy about that movie more than anything, outside the fact it's just kind of hilarious.
And I want to get to Jason's take, because that's what we're going to talk about here. We may need to stretch this, but talk about this movie for 2 hours,
right,
and break it down frame by frame. I do want to say something about it, though. I think one of the things that's very underrated, because this isn't a drop dead, hold your sides funny movie. It's just a very easy to watch movie to root for. The Bill Withers / Randy Newman songs. Randy Newman opens up the whole movie with "Burn On," about the Cuyahoga River, and what is it? "Pennies on My Mind," or whatever the hell the theme to the whole movie that runs throughout by Bill Withers. Woke up one day. The music and those two songs. I hear that. I hear the Randy Newman song come on whenever that movie starts, and I'm instantly 12 years old again. So it is nostalgia. But it's also, Wheakweg's coffin, and it's the red-haired lady saying, "Oh, you have uniforms and everything." And, the whole thing is just, I love it.
I love the fact that Lou Brown's working at a tire shop, gets a call to manage a major league team. Can you get me to think about it?
I got some Y walls.
I got a guy on the other line about some Y walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's all go out there and give him a nice big crap burger to eat.
Yes.
Not what he said, but anyways, Jason.
So
I'm crouching.
I watched this movie when it came out in 1989.
Yeah.
That's peak when I'm playing baseball. Still probably have dreams of being a Major League Baseball player.
Yeah.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I obviously haven't seen it as many times as you. I would have said Major League, fired up. Major League's great.
Sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've seen it now that I think about it, because I know I saw it then. Probably saw it 10 times back then.
Sure.
And if it's been on, maybe just a quick glimpse or whatever. And so what I had remembered most was Bob Uecker, and who to me was fantastic.
Who gives a blank? No one's listening.
I literally forgot about Rene Russo, so that was a pleasant surprise. And it's funny that you said Randy Newman right when it started. I go, oh, Randy Newman, he is great.
He is.
So I was in a feel-good place, and then I'm watching it. And I think maybe just to backtrack to what you had just said, it's not one of those side, like,
no.
I would have said, Major League is funny. It's hilarious. So last night, it was like a new rewatch. I laughed at one part, and I was disappointed. And it was always, to me, it's subtle things, so maybe I don't remember this. They're literally in the restaurant. It's what's his name? Jack Bradley?
Jack Bradley.
Bradley. What's his name? Or
Tom Berenger?
Yeah, what's his character?
Jake Taylor.
Jake
Jake
Taylor.
Taylor. Badly. Way off. Jake Taylor.
Ricky Vaughn.
and
Wesley
Willie Mays
Snipes.
Hayes.
Willie Mays Hayes.
And Charlie Sheen, Ricky Vaughn, is wearing the leather without the sleeves
Right,
and the tie.
and the tie.
And he goes, I feel like a banker.
Right.
Just that line. And
That
then
got you?
That, and then when they combine with, what language is this? He goes, it's French. And then when Charlie Sheen
turns
the
it over.
I actually laughed.
Want me to drag him out of here?
But everything
hell out
else,
of him.
like I have always loved Joe Boo,
Sure.
Serrano. I mean that part, but again, it's not bad by any means. I just had a different. I went, oh, it's to my review reminds me of Jay's yesterday, where he went, yeah, I like Dodgeball. Then I saw it and I went, meh, and that's how I went, wow, I'm kind of disappointed. When beforehand I was like,
Right.
Major, this is going to be easy. I
Right.
love this movie, and I watched it and I went, oh.
So you remembered it? Was it maybe that you went into there remembering it as like a funny comedy?
I think so, but usually that same thing applies. Like the nostalgia, that didn't hit me where I'd go, it's great, it's going to last. And I remember Euchre being great. And you know what? Another part I always laughed at, because I've used this line forever. My friends were like, yeah, you've used that before. But I didn't get it. That's too high.
Too high. Yeah, Randy
What do you
Quaid.
mean too high?
What do you mean too high?
Well, no, like the trajectory.
Who
But
gives a blank? It's gone.
I always do that bit like on a field goal when someone's like, "Oh, is it good?" I'm like, "Oh, nope, too high."
Not the construction workers. They're still poopy.
I think the one we've all used over and over is just a
Yes.
bit outside.
So it has lines.
Up your butt, Joe Boo.
There's memories.
Yeah.
He's walking out, getting hit with a bat.
Are you saying Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball? I'm sorry.
Even him, we talked about Harris
Yeah.
earlier, just seemed way older than the character.
Yep.
Corbin Burns and Dorn. I mean, I don't know. I just
Manager Lou taking a
Again,
whiz on
it's-
his contract.
didn't hate it by any
Sure.
means. I loved it before, and I just went, oh.
I think
okay.
I think I get it. Like, it's not a side-splitting comedy. That's not it.
And I think I remembered it that way.
It's a feel-good sports movie
Yeah.
that's entertaining and humorous. And I think
And still could play, like, as far as, trying to tank to move to Miami.
Sure.
She wants, she's got these guarantees.
a lot of similar. I mean, when the Sacramento thing rolled around, we used to joke about getting a picture of Gavin and
Right.
ripping off his clothes until he was in like a Speedo, but
Yeah.
nobody wanted to see that.
Right.
That. I think when I watch that movie, and that's why nostalgia is different for everybody. Speaking of Bill Russell, that's
Right.
nostalgia for some people. When Major League comes on and Randy Newman starts playing, it's like me getting into a warm blanket that smells of my mother's perfume. I'm back at home and I'm comfortable and I'm a kid.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Maybe somebody watches it now and goes, eh. So you didn't rip it. That's fine.
No, I mean, the love story, I remember that, but I feel like that ends up being a bigger part of the movie with Berenger and Renee
Yeah.
Russo. And then,
Yeah.
what, she just split up with the guy? Like, we don't know really what happened, and she just shows up, hey, no ring.
No ring.
And then he chases her down in the golf cart.
Yeah, that was the
I
other
mean,
thing. Like him.
It was okay.
There is Jay.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you on this
Okay.
too. There is a problem with the movie, though.
Oh, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So if you take it in today's context, Tom Berenger's kind of a creepy dude,
Oh,
Yeah.
and
I thought you were going somewhere else with this.
no, when you look at the movie and look at the efforts he's basically stalking Renee
Yes.
Russo the whole time. He broke into her house,
And shows up at the
shows up-
fiance's house.
right? Like, by any other name, that's
Stalking.
That's stalking, dude.
Isn't it funny how in 2020 it's stalking and in 1989 it's romantic?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It's charming.
He's the good-looking love interest you root for. So it's charming. Oh, he really showed her his love and all.
He was pursuing her.
Right, but in today, it's like,
Yeah.
bro, restraining order
Right.
on Jake Taylor.
Jake Taylor's in jail 5 minutes into the movie.
And that's the end of Jake Taylor. Like, he's taking Charlie Sheen's cell.
See, where I thought you were going with this, though, was in that final game. They batted out of order.
They did?
Yeah, there's a whole thing
It's
on
Willie
that.
Mays Hayes, and then Taylor comes up.
No. Go look. I forget the exacts, but this has been proven for years
Oh, the guy
now.
hits the fly ball to the wall that gets caught.
They bat out of order.
I got to go look at this. I never noticed that.
Look at it in the break.
Well-
the Indians should have been disqualified.
Oh, and the other
The
thing,
Yankees should be the champions of fake baseball 89.
yeah, what did they win? But I thought they were trying to come in first, so they were playing the Yankees
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So was that the playoffs, or did they?
That got them into the playoffs because remember in Major League 2 they got swept by the White Sox in that playoffs.
Right.
So this was just getting to the. That's what they were
Right.
celebrating.
They were trying to win the division.
Okay.
Remember, this is still 2-division baseball at this
Right.
point.
That's
no wild
right.
cards.
So they
That's
won.
right.
That's what I wondered what they were celebrating. They won the division.
Right.
Okay.
And then also something I've always noticed, this is like the dumbest thing in the world, but remember when Tom Berenger bunts the ball at the very end?
Yeah.
And remember the third baseman with the mustache says a bad word?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's in slow-mo. They slowed down his mouth,
And he
but
doesn't
they
say-
didn't slow down the voice.
Oh.
And it matches perfectly even though it's in slow motion. They literally did work to make sure that the slow motion mouth that said the S word matched up with the voice itself. Then, come on, the snake. Willie Mays
Yeah.
Hayes holding the snake.
Then he has the
pink slip.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Lou Brown and Bob Uecker make the movie
So,
they do.
little fun fact: the year the movie came out, do you know who actually won the AL East?
in '89.
Yeah,
Wasn't Cleveland? Was it Cleveland?
no, Cleveland was the second to last,
I was going to say this.
with the Yankees being third to last.
The A's versus who? The A's play? Red Sox.
The Blue Jays.
Oh yeah.
Oh, was that the Ricky Henderson Blue Jays?
No, that's
No.
93.
Okay. Forget the curveball, Ricky. Give him the heater.
His voice.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Lou Brown.
All right.
Okay, well,
So right now, of the two movies, we would say quick ranking. For me, Dodgeball 1, Major League 2.
for me,
You guys are flipped?
Yeah.
Major League 1, Dodgeball 3.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I watched you watch Dodgeball. You laughed.
I did. I laughed at Dodgeball more than I laughed at Major League out loud.
okay.
There's no doubt about that. If I'm on a desert island, that's
Yeah.
how I make my judgments.
I'm
keeping Major League.